you got to just tell us, when
Mm.
was the first scratch or idea came up about this?
I'll go prior to that. The first idea of running a two-car team
Yep.
came towards the back end of last year. No, actually, it came at the start of last year. You
Start
know
of
when we,
last year.
yeah,
Okay.
start of last year. You know when we there's a photo going to the start of last year. Last year, Brody got two cars ready at the
Yes,
start of
yes,
last
yes,
year.
yes, yep,
Started both of
yep,
them.
yep.
And they were both sitting there idling, and me, Carl, and Brady were sitting in the shed having a few beers after the pre-season last year, and
Yeah,
like, fuck, it'd be cool to have a two-car team. Like,
yeah, 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 yeah.
yeah. And then we're talking, oh, we should get an American to come over and this and that, and yeah, it just led to talks during the whole season. But it
Yeah,
only got serious probably after Speed Week, after everyone left from Speed Week.
yeah, yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
yeah, it probably got serious. We're like, we should do this, eh? And there's a heap of names getting thrown around too. Like it
Yeah,
wasn't
like
just
what? Like you were throwing names around, or what? What was happening
yeah,
there?
because we're just like who would actually want to come over and this and that, and we're just throwing names around. But
Yep.
I think we all sort of knuckle down. Like if we're going to do it, we're going to bring someone over here that can actually do well and compete and win.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it's
exactly.
sort of
Yep.
it limited it really with the caliber of drivers like Rico and Brad and Lyson and all that. It sort of narrowed it right down to maybe just not even a handful of drivers.
That's what I was going to mean. Like you can put all this effort into, you can put all this effort into a two-car team, but
Mm.
if it's not the right person, it probably just puts a lot of stress on you because you're worrying about, well, is it the car? Is it them? Where, like
Yeah,
Corey's going to come over and his ability of driving is never going to be a question.
yeah. So we definitely knew that. We had another driver in mind, and we're watching High Limits back at their start of their season, how they were going, and
Yeah.
within the first couple of rounds, like, nah, Corey's the guy we want. And,
Yeah.
and he was the first choice anyway. It just sold it to us. And I knew previous years, or even when he was first starting off, that kid's going to be unreal. And
Yeah.
I think he sort of drives a car nice enough, like pounds the hell out of it. You could say that he could jump in any car in Australia and be pretty good. So
Yeah.
we just have to get our car close, and obviously he'll take it upon himself to get it up on the podium, hopefully, or he might just want to come over here and race hard and have a bit of a holiday with his
Yeah.
as well. So it doesn't really matter. We just want to do it because I don't know, it's just been I think a long life goal now. It seems like, even though the idea only came into our heads probably a year ago.
Yeah. Well, that was my next question. Was
Mm.
you've you know you've put yourself in this great position. Last year, third. Now you're putting. I know you said it's your goal to do it, but like you're putting more pressure. Even though he might have people helping him, it's still something that's going to be around you all the time. And then, especially if you're having a really good night and he's struggling, there's still like something you look over at. Where now, last year it was just you and you were on. You know what I mean, for that period.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I don't think anything's going to change in the way we drive both cars during the nights. Like we're playing it different. Like usually we come home after like a speed week round, and we'll or a high limit round, and we'll park up at the shop here in Lansdale and get the car out and wash it. But we're actually going to take everything to the Motorplex, leave the transporter there, get accommodation down there.
Okay.
After racing, both cars will stay there. We'll clean up, and we're not going to have to worry about really changing much, except for we just run the operation down there for the 3 4 nights, and um, racing as well. Like it's upon himself to do well, and he's a great racer. So
Yeah.
if he's going slow or he's going fast, like it's not going to bother me with my program. But we're going to try our best to have him rolling around and winning as well. But I think Brody went over there and ran a 360 show with him for 360s. He was crew chief for um, Corey Day when he raced the 360 Casey Kane car.
Yep.
Casey Kane's dad's car. So he knows what he drives like, and you obviously watch on TV. So Brody's got some idea how to set a car up, and I think it's just easier if we just give him what's quick with what I've got, and then he
Yeah.
can jump in for a practice night prior to high limits and just say if he likes it or not. If he doesn't, I guess we'll just do what we need to do to make it better for them.
Yeah, so Borza is going to be crew chief on both cars, making the calls, or someone's going to come with Corey
Yeah,
besides Lawton?
I think Brody's got a whole idea with he's been telling me. So he'll crew chief both cars technically. Like he'll crew chief both cars. We'll have Dylan Norris sort of working beside Balzer as well
Yep,
as a crew chief,
yep,
but looking after the Corey Day car. Lawton will be on that car as well. It'll just be me and Carl and Brody looking after my car.
yep,
Nate Dogg, who will be on the Corey car as well. So they'll have Dill, Lawton, and Nate Dogg to look after Corey Day's car, but
yep.
with the help of Brody, obviously, during the
Well,
night. So.
of course. Like, if you know how it goes, you got two car team, yeah. Well, you don't. You knew, but if one's going ripper, you're having a bad night. It's like, all right, man, let's put some resources over there, and make sure he at least gets across the line. You know,
Yeah.
like we're struggling.
Yeah, so I worked with all those boys last season when they came over, like Lawton and Dill, and obviously they were easy to deal with. They've obviously been around racing a long time, and Dylan, he's a pretty well, he's very smart with not just racing cars, actually working on cars as well. So
Yeah.
Brody and all of us are pretty confident that we can run that team with Dill Norris helping him out, and all of us helping out as well. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. Things might change during the course of the time before he gets here, but that's pretty much our plan so far with it. So no, it's gonna be pretty cool, eh?
So time period. You said he might have a practice night. What is there before the Plex? Like we talking like a Wednesday night type deal, and then he's only here for the 3 nights.
I think it's going to be like a shakedown meeting prior to Boxing Day one.
Yep.
Before Holness, so he'll come over and do the Boxing Day race. I think.
Yep.
Yep. So he'll do that, which will be a shakedown meeting for him. So it's not like it's technically a pretty good meeting, but for him it'll be a practice before the big rounds.
Yeah, for sure. And then that's it, just the high limit and out of here, or
Yeah. So talking to him, he's got a pretty tight schedule with Hendrick Motorsport, like Kyle Larson.
yeah,
Obviously, he runs those Xfinity series and stuff like that with the NASCAR and that. So, his schedule's pretty tight. So he really couldn't make his mind up until probably about a month ago, I'd say, until he locked it in and said, yeah, he's all good to go. And spoke to Hendricks, and they said it's all good for him to fly over and race that period of time as well. And I think the year prior, he wasn't even able to do any of that sort of racing because I think he was moving into Hendricks at that stage.
into the role.
Into the role. So he didn't get any free time. But this year, I guess he gets it.
Yeah, it's the field just getting bigger and bigger over there for high limit Plex, and it would have had a leg up. Kyle Larson's Hendrick, he gets to come over and do it, so they know the system. It's not like he's coming and racing on, a little track that's a bit wild where the Plex is a great facility. But I just want to know yourself, mate. Like, what are you like? Obviously, last year so good at high limit. Is it now like win or nothing now, or just have another podium?
No, it's win or nothing. That's what I'm there to do, is try win the race. But I don't want to just win a race knowing that there's no good caliber drivers here. I want to. If we can race the best, I want to try bring the best. I want to have one of the hardest series of high limits to race against. I don't want to just race against local drivers. I want to race against the world's best, and I'm glad all these teams are getting around it, and glad the Motorplex has given us a big platform with the high limits that we've ran, and every driver wants to get over here from American race. So it's win it for me, but as you know, even a podium's going to be nice, or a top 5 is going to be nice as well. You spend 2 nights trying to put yourself in that position to even get a podium. So I think a podium feels like a win anyway, because you spent 2 nights prior getting yourself into that position. So I feel like, podium, top 5 is good, but it'll be a pretty cool feeling being a local driver winning that show.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Well, have we got a little taste of like Corey Day merch? Is there any Corey Day merch?
Shiny's onto it now.
Okay.
So, we're going to have his car and colours on a piece of merch with maybe our car and colours, so 2 cars head on head.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, so we're going to maybe get some of that. We've got some Corey Day hats getting made up as well. So he's obviously got the iconic friggin' fluoro green in his car. So I'll probably say the merch hats will have a fluoro green number 3 and a bit of fluoro green in the shirts as well. So it'd be pretty cool.
That's sick, mate. Well, Yeah, well, thanks for the time, and this will be sick, and I hope it all
Yeah.
goes well for you, and see you next week. Round 1, baby.
Oh, bloody
Let's
oath.
go.
Let's get there.
All
All
right,
right.
see
See
you,
you,
mate.
mate.